Hi, it's Sansia again from Kiss and Makeup, and we have our model Rebecca. We're going to do a lash application on Rebecca, and we already did a full face on Rebecca. Ideally, you want to do the lash application after your eyes, before your mascara, before your foundation. Also, I'm going to try to show you so you'll be able to do it yourself. And basically, these are the items that you need. Most people, depending on if your lashes are straight, you want to curl your lashes first. That's my favorite lash curler by Laura Mercier. We're going to use lashes from Lash. Ardell also makes individual lashes, and I prefer to use the short because medium and longs tend to be very long. And I'm going to use the cake eyeliner, the line refiner from Trish McAvoy after we do the lashes. And there's two types of glue. Now this one is called Lash Tight, that's by Ardell. That lash glue will keep it on for 2 to 5 days depending on how much glue you use and how your lashes are. Today we're going to use Duo Glue, which is more of a one-day wear. Some people are allergic to latex, so you probably want to go here. If you're not and you don't want to wear it for 4 days, you want to do the Duo Glue. Only thing with Duo is once you apply it and it dries down, you might want to go over it with a waterproof liner, because even though it dries clear, it still has a slight undertone of white to it. So I'm just going to put a drop of Duo Glue on a piece of plastic or on a plate, whatever you may have. I'm using a tweezer. You want to use a tweezer that's a little bit longer. There's tweezers that are shorter, so you want to do one that's a little bit longer. You also can purchase tweezers that are actually to put on individual lashes. All right, so if you were doing it yourself, you'd want a self-standing mirror like so, and you want to be able to turn the mirror up and be able to look down into it. Now, I'm going to try to apply it the way that you would have to apply it if it was yourself, which would be probably from an upward motion using a self-standing mirror. And you need very good lighting and a steady hand. So this basically is how the individual lashes come. I'm just going to try to grab it from the end and pull down. I have 2 out, so I'm just going to throw them down. And I'm going to grab onto the end. I'm going to dip it into the Duo Glue. If you see, it's a nice little amount on the end. And then I'm going to go in. I'm going to start from the corners because sometimes just a little bit of lashes on the outer corner adds a lot to an eye. And then I'm going to work my way in. So I'm holding her lash up, and then I'm going to place it right there. You want to angle down right at the base of her lash. And each lash you want to let it dry as you move on to the next. And now grabbing it from the middle, reapplying the glue, and this is basically the motion that you're going to do over and over again. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of the excess on my finger. And motion down, and then use the tweezer to kind of fix it. And if you see, you're seeing the white of the glue, that all disappears. It'll just be a little cast of gray, and then you just go over it with your liner. I'm kind of patting it down into the lash so they blend a little bit. I'm just going to use the back of the tweezer and press it down. If you see, her lashes are building up from the corner. Okay, so now we did a corner lash look. And if you see, it looks natural. The glue is still drying. We haven't added eyeliner yet or mascara. But we're going to do a full lash look. You can wear it like this after doing mascara, but we're going to bring it to the middle. Just add a little fullness to the center. So again, we're just going to dip. And we're just going to wave it a little bit to get a tackiness with the glue, because it slips a little bit more if you don't let it dry down. And then you just look down. And now we're building it towards the center.
This is not this size, is it?
And you just want to line them up next to each other. It's that easy. One right after the other. And you don't want to glue it to your skin. You want to literally put it to the base of the lash. And you don't want to go too far in to the inner corner. It gets very uncomfortable. Look down. And just look up for me. I'm going to add one more lash. What I like to do sometimes is when I add the lash, since I don't go all the way in, is I'll slightly turn the lash a little bit so it flows a little better. So I'm just going to let the glue kind of get tacky. And then I'm going to angle the lash. So if you see, I moved it a little further over and I pushed it down so that the lash actually goes in the direction outward. So look up. So that when I do the mascara and I'm blending the mascara that way, she doesn't look like her lashes just immediately stopped. So it looks more natural. Okay, so the glue has dried. How you know the glue dries is that you really can't see it. So just look down for me, Rebecca. If you see, you really don't see the glue that much, but you still want to go over it with a black line just to really make it look perfect. So I'm going to use the line transformer from Trish McAvoy. It makes any shadow waterproof. I'm going to use the cake liner from Laura Mercier. And I'm using her flat eyeliner brush. I'm just pressing. I don't want to make it too wet because it's going to make the glue slip. So I'm just working it. And now I have the consistency that I want. And I'm just going to push it. I'm going to turn the brush to the side and just push it right on top. Okay, so if you see, you don't really see any glue, but what I like to do just to make it really perfect is I'll lift the lash. This is the tight line again. And I'll push it right into the glue. So that you don't see, when she looks up, you don't see any kind of white or any kind of off gray colors. Then I'm going to go in with the mascara. You want to be very gentle, even if you're using the permanent lash glue, with applying mascara. So the best technique to do is you get the mascara on the wand. I'm using the Full Blown Mascara by Laura Mercier. I'm going to grab her lash, put my finger there so I catch the mascara, and then I'm actually wiggling the brush at the base. And then I'm starting to comb from the inner. And then I lightly catch the ends. This also kind of blends your lashes with the individual lashes. And you really want to get the inner lashes, seeing that I don't bring the lashes inward too much. Look up at me, Rebecca. And that's your finished lash application. You have your mascara, your liner, and the full lashes.